How's the music? I don't think I'm gonna post this to YouTube. How's the music? I'm tired today, apparently. Hello. How's the music? Can you hear any background sounds? Thank you for joining. It helps. Can you hear it though? Oh, okay, good. That I have to run because the way the streams work. I have to run um, two sounds at once, so it doesn't pick that one up. And with the high frequency from the printer, it should never pick it up. So, like, one of the things I was gonna try tonight was this, but I don't think, I feel really casual today. I'm tired. I bought some snacks. I picked up my books today from the library. And so I told you, like, so I want to work on Arduinos, right? So thank you very much. I tried today. The camera's still too high, and I can't sit and look at the camera, so I have to figure that out. But yeah, I tried to look very casual for tonight. But everyone I know is streaming on another channel, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'm gonna Arduino programming 24 hours. So they say you can read this whole book in 2 days. So I should probably be able to get through it in like a day, I hope. And then this is an illustrated guide to like setting up circuit boards and things. So I got this one too. So that should take me like a week to get through. Plus, I'm still reading those other books too, right? I'm still. I shouldn't have picked two. I shouldn't have picked two heavy books at the same time. Cause I jump into one, read it, and it's good and it's fulfilling, but it's like, it's so heavy that you don't really want to jump into the other one because the other one is just as heavy. Different ideas, but just as heavy in context. So these are like technical manuals, so these will be better for me. This is like what I prefer to read anyway, right? And then the other thing I was going to go for was like how crazy that sponsorship stuff is, right? So I got my first notice or invoice for my sponsorship. That was pretty cool. That was like really, really cool to see, to be honest. Oh, well, you may not necessarily want the same snacks I have. I have spicy beef and teriyaki seaweed with sea salt. So, and then I bought Twizzlers. Name dropper. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like it, because it's one thing to say you're sponsored, then it's another thing to actually see them invoice you for task, and you're like, oh, okay then, this is real. So, it's one of those things I'm really proud of, I guess. It's, I got my red seal, which was like life-changing for me, and then, what, a year and a half later, I become a sponsored 3D designer, and like people say my stuff is junk, and like they don't like it, or they don't like the aesthetic or whatever, and yet, right? And then I got Tropical Twist Twizzlers because, I love that citrus mango, It's pineapple mango, so it could be fun. And then, ever since that sponsorship deal came in, I've just been drawing like crazy and designing like crazy. The machine right now is running a brand new bracket because I keep dropping my USB hub. So, I'm going to print a mount. I designed, before this, I was on I was watching another live, and before this I was bored, so I was like, oh, and then I started setting all the gear up at around 6, and it was like getting really annoying because the hub kept dropping off. So I was like, no, I got time, so I sat down and designed up a hub that matches the aesthetic of the battery tray, and then I just like threw it on the printer and let it, like, I'm like, should be good enough. and then just ran it with a similar profile that I ran the battery tray with. So now, instead of everything like falling off the armature, I'll have the new hub to just lock everything in place. So now I have the Arduino programming, so I might make like an optical sensor that I can like wave, and then it'll reset this armature that holds the camera and the main armature to the wall on a cable. Or with like a IR remote. So I could like sit and like turn it on. It's possible, right? And I would just use limit switches on the mount and then on the receiver. So like it would see it in the receiver, and then it would check to see if the blocking arm is down or not. If the blocking arm is down, then it would retract the arm, and then wait for the arm to function, then lower the cable to allow the main hinge arm to come down, and then when it landed, it would then stop on a remote limit switch on the mounting bracket. And I think I can make it all like 12 volts or less. Like, it'd be nice if it was like 9, because then you could power it off like 2 9-volt batteries in series. So like you could just like put a little IR that could 280 degree IR so like you could shoot it from almost anywhere with the IR switch, and then it would trigger. Yeah, I know, right? It would trigger the Arduino, which would then set a set of triggers to see the if and or else statements for the armature. So really, like, it's not that hard to do, and I think I have micro switch buttons laying around. I have timers are all like, it would all be done through the Arduino, so like the Arduino actually knows how to count. And I have a couple of motors laying around, and I think there's even in the kit I bought, I think there's in the motors a stepper motor. What that means is it knows where it is positioned inside the coil as it rotates. So it counts. The motor itself counts. So you can actually count to the limit switch and then give or take 2 rotations. So it either like it would just like hover and then come down, or it would just, if it went too far down, it would pull that cable back up. Just saying. Like, and it could run on like 9 volts, I'm pretty sure. Because like how many times do I have to run it? Like twice a week, right? I'd take 2 photos a week, so. I don't know, is this now something I should put on YouTube? Because that was pretty funny to talk about. I just made that up while we're talking, just so you know. Yeah, because then I could make the armature. Because I still haven't made the armature for the camera, so I can make the armature for the camera as well as adjustable. And I can have it, if I put an optical eye on it, I think I can make it so that if I wore something, it would autofocus to my height. So it would track me up and down. All through the Arduinos. I think. So literally I could push a button, come stand here or sit here. And the arm would come down and then adjust for recording height to look for the particular item. So, and then like you can do the pivot because it's all timers and limit switches, right? And I bought a bunch of micro switches from overseas anyway, right? So. Nice work here, man. Well, it's like a lot of work to like swing the arm down. No one will get this because like this design is not very popular. So it's like, I think it's really great. But yeah, so I guess so you're cool. Do you mind if I post this to YouTube? I'll wait. They can all wait too. Because if they're watching this later, it's fine. If it's cool with you, I'll post it. Oh, I'm not sponsored by Monster, by the way. Good? Okay. So yeah, so we'll talk about the arm then, because I didn't really have anything. I was gonna do like gentleman stuff tonight, and I wanted to get drunk. And I was really tired, so yeah, we'll just do casual then. We'll talk about machines. So yeah, so what you would do is like where the arm comes down. So there'd be like a limit switch here, so when the arm retracts, it hits that one, and then when the arm comes down and then mounts to the 90-degree position on the mount on the wall, the other side of the doorway, there'd be like a limit switch there that would then detect the mounting plate and then stop it. And then what you could do is, because the limit switches can have a tension load on them, you could actually have it touch the limit switch and then slow into position. And that you could do that with the Arduinos. And then the other day I was thinking about the armature. So right now we're using the standard microphone design with taped to a spray paint can full of like the most expensive spray paint I have in my house. And then I have that clamp I designed for the whole bracket. It's all in the set. But now I think I'm gonna change that, get rid of the spray paint can because it's kind of ghetto. But even that armature, because I had thought about making it spring tension with a ride out, so the arm could travel up and then it would come out slightly and then sit into a position. But with motors and stuff or cables, you can actually put limit switches in so that there's a tension cable against the camera mount, so it naturally uses the weight of the camera as a counterbalance, which you can actually put, because they have an indexing motor as well, so they have a motor that has a potential feedback loop in it, so you can feel the tension on the cable. Yeah, so you wouldn't even have to like really work that hard at it, because you could just be like, well, you take a small like travel scale, like I have, you find out the potential load when it's in the up position, and then you let it lower it down, and then you could figure out the newtons, and then you plug into the programming how many newton load you expect to have, and then once it exceeds that load, that would be your limit. So it would be at full tension. And you just let it. What? So like way more work than. Well, like I could do it sitting at my computer or standing at my computer, so it's not so bad. I just need a standing desk now, because it's killing me. So it's like, I might just buy one, because it's bad. It's like, do I buy a new computer or do I buy a standing desk? Because they're the same price, right? So, I think I can make most of this stuff, but I'm going to need a standing desk soon. And, yeah, and then I don't know about the wall behind me. I thought I would put another shelf up higher, because that'd be cool. It'd be blocked by my head, though. So, and I think I need to do the logo backwards, because I think the image is inverted. So it's kind of funny. Which I realized a long time ago and never fixed. What else? Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to smell these things because I want to. So I have like a sampler of this, Stronger Than You. Ooh. Wallpaper, yeah. And then, that'd be cool to do wallpaper. Stronger Than You. I've never tried this one. I got it for Christmas, so I like kind of want to. I had this like I bought from Bespoke Post a solid cologne, and then I gave it to my soap making friend, who owns a big soap company. And I was like, well, you could make solid state colognes, and I was like, that's what I use. And she's like, really? I was like, yeah. Oh, that's very that's not a bad thing, but it's a very expected scent. That's nice. It's not a bad thing, though. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's very, it's like something my uncle would have worn, you know? Oh, well, my uncle is fancy, so. I don't know if he still wears cologne. Married men wear cologne? I hope so. And this one is Absolute. So colognes, I guess, are quite strong. The soap colognes are not. Like the solid colognes, they're not. Oh. Similar. Similar scent. You gotta watch that eye, though. That's a very... Yeah. Weird. I wonder if these colognes have been around a long time because they're very classic. They're actually both really good. That's a hard one. Hopefully the third one's crappy, cause like hopefully there's like one where I'm like, ugh. But if not, like that's gonna be a hard one, cause like I don't like cologne generally, but those are all quite nice so far. So this one is Saint Laurent. L'homme, the man. Yeah, I guess. What's boy? Oh man, Legend Hero, my hero. How are you, brother? Wow, we are actually running super long today. I would have been off just a minute ago. No, I haven't lost any weight. It smells good. No? I think I'm going to do this one. That's the one from today, I think. That's wild. Very classic. That's cool. You want to jump? You got time to jump in, Nick? I want to hear what you think about that gift I sent you. Just so you guys know. Oh, this is going on YouTube, so. Oh, that's fine. I just want your opinion. There's something specific in the box that I thought was relatively in bad taste, but hilarious. And I think you know what I'm talking about. So if you get a minute and you can get stable, I would just that. If you got 5 minutes for that, I would take it. Because no one's talked to me on video about anything I've sent. I've not seen anyone's faces or anything, so it'd be really nice to see someone. Oh, that's not true. Red Hood. I got when I made some stuff for Red Hood, I saw his face. He was very happy. One of his statements was, "It's really heavy." I was like, "Yeah, I make heavy stuff," so it was good. So I made some kits for his Nerf stuff. Not my design, just printed. And then yeah, oh, that's good. Oh, you guys, oh, can you smell that? Oh, you're lucky to be here. That's amazing. Oof. That's ducking good. Oh, it's not bad. I don't even like cologne. Well, because I thought the jasper and juniper berries was like cool, but that's like, oh, maybe I've been won over to classic cologne. How horrible would that be? Oh, because that Creed. Everyone talks about that Creed, and then the other one is the Hugo Boss. There's like a Hugo Boss in wood. It's got like oak and apple, or maybe it was vanilla and apple. That would blow me away, man. Yeah, where are we at here? Just designs, having a good time. I had to take an energy drink because I'm a little worn out. You guys up for some design? You want to see some designs? Oh yeah, speaking of designs, it's wild. Today I did, so on the Maker Millwright Facebook page and on the Free Heathen Twitter account, I posted a group photo of a bunch of the stuff from Ushtar, like my Ushtar Planet designs. So Seth Goley, the writer, this guy, does all my fantasy write-up. Actually, he pretty much does all my write-ups. And he just came up with a bunch of planets and stuff, and we're like literally assembling a bunch of wild stuff, and it's crazy. Because like, I'll come up with some weird design that I'm just like, it does X. And then he writes a story for it. It's unbelievable. I'm so lucky, like unbelievably lucky. I talked to him on Sunday. We have a meeting, which might overlap with like 3 other meetings I have, so everyone will have to wait because Seth, he's my boy, and I'm sorry, you guys gotta wait for Seth. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I've been designing like crazy since the sponsorship stuff dropped, and I'm dropping everything I can from like widgets all the way to toys and whatnot, and that's where the Ushtar things comes in. Hey, Dangerous Goods, welcome, brother. Oops. You're going to be on YouTube, just so you know. I'm putting all this on YouTube. I'm talking about design and stuff, so you can pipe in. It's very casual today. I don't have a format. You can see I don't have my book today. So yeah. So I'm hammering out like toys and designs. Broheathen. You can thank the Broheathen. We're going to use that, and welcome tribe. The Broheathen, we will agree that AE Gregory Michael came up with that, and it is probably the best thing I have ever heard in my whole life. So you can thank him for that, Broheathen. Bro Heathen. And then welcome to the Tribal. So, yeah, designing like crazy. So he ends up, he comes up with 3 planets to work with what I've got. Okay? Because I was like, work with like, and then like 3 days later, he's like, oh, by the way, yeah, so this is the design of the solar system. I've laid out the Goldilocks zones, and I've laid out the archetype for the lore for 3 more planets that I know you don't have anything for, but whenever you're bored, you can make stuff for that, and they're weird. And he's like, make sure you read about them, because he's like, I don't know if you like them. I was like, oh yeah, I like those. They're plenty weird. I can't talk about them yet, because I don't have anything for them yet. But yeah, so sooner or later, Seth will lay out like a basic lore thing, and we'll drop a lore package on the Patreon, maybe, for free, of course. And then you'll be able to download all the models from Fangs. And yeah, like you'd be able to put it all together however you like. And there's nothing better than having a toy with a story behind it. I was talking to Seth on the weekend, and one of the things I reminded him of is they built the Transformers toys first, and then wrote the story. Same with G.I. Joes. They made these cool things, and then had a way to sell them afterwards, which is just generally like, whatever, right? But if you have an author in your back pocket, why would you not use it? Like, I know books aren't like the medium of everybody right now, but toys are, and toys with stories are cool. So, yeah. So, where are we at here? Yeah, casually, see that? No tie tonight, guys, just for you guys. Yeah, great times, great times. What else has come up lately? Yeah, sent some packages out. So, I'm working on collabs, looking for 4 collabs right now. I think I've got 1 in the works already, so 3 collabs. I'm floating 3 collabs. So if you guys know designers, no, scratch that. If you know someone cool that I can interact with, have them contact me, or better yet, have you send me their content, and I'll jump in there and look. Because there's nothing better than, like, this wild web that we have here, is isolating as it is also quite liberating if you use it the right way. So if you guys hit up, like, if you see some designer, someone cool, or somebody who's just like, I like this dude, you should see like what he does, or this chick, or whatever, like, check it out. I'm down. Send it to me. Because, like, what's the worst? I say no. But, like, I do content for YouTube, like, basically shadow banned YouTubers. I do content for hip-hop artists. I do content for companies. I do content for drag queens. I do content for people as a joke to make fun of them. So I do content for anyone I enjoy interacting with. And if I'm not into them, I'm not into them. I'm sorry. But, you know, I like pretty much everybody. So, everyone from, you know, I do love those perverts. Don't judge me. I'm not judging them. I think they're great. To the more conservative people, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. So if there's someone out there in the world that I can see, point them out to me. Point them out to me, and we'll go from there. Ice, just so you know, this is going on YouTube tonight. So just so you know, we're definitely not doing filters. Yeah. So, and one of the things I think I'm going to start doing, well, I've been doing, but I don't like self-advertising, but I think I'm going to produce a 3D design relative to like streaming or self-filming or maybe self-photography every Friday to match this stream. So sometime during the day, the Friday, that piece will be released. And if you have a printer at home, you can make one. And if you don't, you can always see what I'm talking about because it'll be on my. I'll put the links on because I've done it the last 3 weeks in a row. So might as well, right? And it's like it's fun for you guys because like then we talk about it, right? So you can be like you can critique it or whatever. And of course you're offended. It is YouTube, buddy. You should have been here earlier. Because we're well over my line. I've been doing only 15-minute streams to try and make it... No, absolutely not. I do this to meet people and to make friends. If you guys are happy with my work, please, tell your friends. But don't. It's hard for me because, like, I'm just a dude. I just make things, and I'm just happy to make things for strangers. This whole world has lost a sense of community, and if I choose to be an anchor or a pillar in that community where everyone's like, yeah, okay, well, maybe he gets taken advantage of, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's a scammer, maybe he's not. But if I always promote community and growing everyone, why not? And if the haters hate, like, good. Drink it in, man. Read the book. I dare you. You'll see there's nothing. You don't understand. The book is a warning to you. So, it's there. It's and as I said before, if anyone cannot afford it's $7.58 Canadian or the $5 US for the book, hit me up in the DMs and I will make sure you get it. Also, if you collaborate with me, I generally send a signed copy. So, just so you know. But yeah, let's have some fun. So, I think build the community. Yeah, if I get taken advantage of, I get taken advantage of. If I lose things, I lose things. And losing losing like first prints or one of a kind things does hurt. But honestly, it's better than living in the lab in a pile. I had someone come over and try to take photos for my new Etsy store and for my new. I'm in the Vancouver Facebook marketplace, I think. Anyway, they came over to take pictures. And, like, they came into the lab, and they're like, so, like, what do you want photos of? I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's all in piles. I've got too much, so you can sell whatever you want. I don't care. And then they're like, oh, are you going to do the book too? And I was like, yep. So if you guys, if you want, we'll put a signed copy of the hardcover and a signed copy of the softcover on the, I guess, Etsy, because that's probably better for everyone. And then note, I guess, please, like, include your name. That would be really nice. Because it's nice to have it, like, yeah, I can put my maker mark on it. That's great and all, but don't you want something from me to you? I do, personally. Especially since right now, like, I can do it. Because, like, I just watched a video with Mr. Beast, and he loves his fans. I think he loves them more than I love you guys, because I have no money to give you guys. But when I have money, don't worry about it. But he signed like 63,000 shirts. Like he almost blew out his rotator. So I won't be able to sign books and like tons of books in the future. Maybe when we do book signings and stuff. But right now is like the chance. If I can get a couple of like signed books out there, you guys should get them now because they're fun. And if you're not into the book, that's cool too. Because most people don't make it through the second chapter. I'd like to point that out. So that's not our fault. If you don't like our content, that's on you. Yeah, actually, if you don't like our content, please make a comment. If you do like our content, please make a comment. If you like our content, also make a comment. But yeah, we made it for you. It's there. It's out there. It's in the wild, and I think it's fun, and I think it's something I want to share with everyone. So again, like I say, if you're hung up on the price, let me know. I'll help you out because it's not that we wrote it so we could share an idea with you. You can't get rich off books. You can't make super dollars. It doesn't matter. So it's just more of that. What else is coming up? It's cool. Yeah, so we got collabs coming. I wonder if Dangerous Goods, we should do a collab. That could be cool. I hadn't even thought about that. Sorry, buddy. My bad. I got props and stuff, drawings, I don't know. I'm working on this, like, so I got all revved up again, because, like, they started talking about the new Fan Expo for next year, and it's, like, early in March. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, that would be outside of commission, right? That would be a collab. So it's a 50-50 down the middle. So I own half, you own half. So, which means you have reproduction rights and I have reproduction rights, but we'll do something between you and me. Yeah, I love doing collabs, so it lets me work outside my normal mind, which is like often you will see something has annoyed me or frustrated me, so that's why I've changed it. Because one of the nicest things that's ever been said to me is actually by Makeup by Benko, and they call me a lazy genius. She calls me a lazy genius, so it's probably one of the nicest things I think anyone can call you, because I don't mind backhanded comments and compliments. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will absolutely make that happen. Yeah. So that will be a one mechatronics program, and then the other mechatronics program I sort of thought about was I could do a camera recognition and put a bracket on the IKEA table for my Ender 3. And then if I could do object orientation through like a fairly decent camera, I could have it pull the prints off. And then I could probably, with a Raspberry Pi, set up a weight sensor on the plate. And then the plate, realizing it was at 0 weight, would start a timer, which would allow the armature and any objects to fully clear the head and the armature off to one side, dump it into a bin, and then the arm would sit in a neutral position because it's still controlled by the Pi, and then the Pi would boot and run the Ender 3. Is that like too much work? Because like I could, it's still probably cheaper than buying the new CR30, right? Because the CR30 is what, $1,200 US. Depends on how much money I get off my sponsor next month. Because this month it's a very short period, but next month, yeah. Because if I can get people interested in my work on things, it could really be explosive. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube inventors. And I'll be honest, I'm jealous. Not jealous, envious. I don't want to take away what they have. I'm happy they have what they have. But I kind of want to declare war on all of them. Is that wrong? Like a maker war. Because I don't know nothing about Arduinos. I just learned how to 3D design. And I just learned how to 3D print over the last year. That's it. So like, everything you guys see is not because I went to college or anything. I just figured that stuff out. I use Tinkercad. Like, I'm not a rocket surgeon. But I'm telling you, we could... Okay, because like I like Alan Pan, I like Michael Reeves, and I hate to admit it, but I like William Osman. I also like some of the masculine channels like Alpha M, and I also like Kevin Samuels, and I also like Fresh and Fit. Now, those aren't everyone's tastes, but they do make a show of it. So, but the first three are inventors. And I just think like, ooh, Alan Pan is so smart, but they're Americans, so they make a lot of flamethrowers, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal where I live. And I'm pretty sure high-end lasers are also illegal, so like, we'll have to look into it. So, yeah. Oh yeah, like with respect. Yeah, like, how do I put it? I think making is a competitive sport. So, I fabricate. I'm not a manufacturer per se. So like, how do I put it? When I see someone else's work, I want to make a version of that. No matter what. It doesn't matter what it is. I always do. It's a compulsion because I see what they did and I'm jealous that they have one and I don't. I call it greedy, call it vain, whatever you want, but every time I work with someone and they have something I don't, or they talk about something I don't have, I get jealous and competitive, and then I make something. And I'm a jerk about it. And I love it. I am overtly competitive, but not in a bad way. I love to win and I hate to lose. But, so like, I like competitive card games, so if you were ever to play Magic the Gathering with me, which is not everyone's cup of tea, but I may win and I may cuss you out and then immediately apologize. But it's not you nor I don't know, I'm a terrible winner. I'm just really competitive. I mean it. And I'm sorry because it comes off nobody ever wants to play with me. But I love it when people play with me, but I'm just really competitive. So like when I work with people or I do projects for them, like one of the things that I like, because you would think, oh well, why would we work with you, Maker? You're going to copy us. Yes, but not in the way you think. I don't want to make your thing. I never. When we collab, that's a team thing, of course. So I should have a right to distribute it and design and share it as I like, and so should you. And you should be able to pay it. But if there's money, then we gotta talk money. But it makes sense. But for me, I'm just competitive. So like, you probably made something cool, or someone made something cool, and then I watch it. I'm like, what do you got going on there? What's that? What's that? Show me what you got. How good is that? Let me see. And I get all competitive, and I'm like, that's friggin' cool. I want one. And I'm like, ooh, how can I make this better? So it's like, that's it. It's not, my goal is never to put any other maker down, any other designer, anything. Because like, when I get to interact with other people's designs and ideas, it gives me new enlightenment and new places to play with. This light is way too bright. Is that better? Because that has way too much shine. But yeah, so I just see these guys and I'm like, oh, I want that so bad, but I want to make it different. You know what I mean? So I guess this is against every maker there is. Starting at the top, we'll start with Jimmy DeRista and work your way down, man. Well, Jimmy already knows I love him, and I'm always trying to be hyper competitive with his stuff, because I did, I think, 12 designs for his giant razor, and then I think I did in 13 hours 5 prototypes for his skeletonized knife. So, and that I was so proud of that. That was so hard, because I made a Ninja Flex handle insert. Yeah, and then a PLA insert for the body as a clamp, which held the Ninja Flex grip in position. No glue. You pounded it together like a regular knife, and the PLA stretches and contracts under load, so you can drive it through like a rivet, and then the body of the PLA collapses on itself and crushes for a friction fit. And I was so proud of that, because like, again, I just learned how to do this it's been a year, so just over a year. So, I just work here, man. So that was pretty wild. And yeah, five designs prototyped in 13 hours, including a product that TPU and a high flex TPU that most people won't even go near because they're afraid of it. I'd never run it before, so I bought it just so I could make those handles. I'm serious. Well, don't blame Jimmy DeRista makes good stuff. Don't blame me, man. You make good stuff. I gotta compete. It's your fault. You guys know I love Don't Try This. Adam Savage. I was like, I don't have a table saw. I can't make a shelf to hold my sanding paper and sanding blocks, but that's really smart. So I designed one to be 3D printed. It's not a beef or a choice against Adam Savage. I was just jealous that he had a table saw and everything I didn't. So now you guys have, you can go and find it. I have it. There's one with my name on it, and there's one with nothing on it. And then what else is there? Oh yeah, dude, like I love being inspired. Of course, you guys know about like my monster trucks, right? Like that's what started all of this. Like I have 5 monster trucks that your kids or you can play with, and you 3D print them out of PLA or PETG. PETG, I think, if you have really young ones, but if you have like more adult, like older children, I think that PLA should be fine, because if they break it, who cares? You just make another part, and it's easier to wipe down. But with, I think, smaller children, I think the PETG is 1, tougher, and 2, more hygienic. So it's there. There's like 5 of them. No, I think there's 7 of them actually. Yeah, all inspired by hip hop artists or producers. Free. It's all there for you. My gift to you. There's 2 like local hip artists. I made like actual versions of them during the COVID breakout. So I wanted to give them to them, and it helped me focus. It gave me something to target, right? Which I love to do because I'm very goal oriented. So that was really cool. Yeah, go pick that set up. It's easy. Tech 9, Post Malone, Snack the Ripper, Mercules, Sealants. That'd be a wicked track. That'd be fire. Like, just fire, I think. Yeah, because Snack, I don't know if Snack and Tech 9. Oh, I should look that up. I feel bad. But yeah, I think Snack and Tech 9, and then Sealants producing, and then Mercules and Posty. going off each other. So Tech 9, and yeah, oh, like a 5-minute track. Oh, fire, just fire. Widgets and gadgets and woozles and wazzles. Little Dicky, get out of here, Little Dicky. He's awesome. Don't get me wrong, he's awesome. I don't know any of his songs though, and they're all jokes, right? I think. So, and I end up listening to all that G stuff. What else? Yeah, widgets, wazzles. The door hinge thing is cool, I think, because it lets me do this. Yeah. So the Tic Tac is the first miniature. So I made the Explorer suits for the Tic Tac, or Seth's doing write-ups for them all right now, and so I'd never designed an actual miniature. He's 38 millimeters tall, so and there's bases for them. And yeah, I know they're real basic, but I think they're cool. And the Tic Tac people are like an eel type people, so that's why it looks like a robot with a bunch of fish tanks attached to it, because it is a robot with a bunch of fish tanks attached to it. And then they have a worker bot drone that they ride around in, that's available, and their submarine spaceships are also available. All available. The whole Tic Tac set's available. And then today I posted the sonic drill, and a few days ago I did a storage tank for Ushtar, or Ashtar, depending on how you like to say it. And then I posted some pictures on Tumblr or on Twitter, showing that like it's not the full set, it's just pieces. But yeah, it shows the sonic drill, the storage tank, and one of the rail cult trains, which is really cool. I don't think I ever want to be assaulted by the insane clown assault car, because that's like, there's nothing worse than grenades coming in from clowns who are laughing at you with water guns. It's horrifying. Ugh. Yeah. And then I did the armature. Oh, I did some stuff for Father's Day. Father's Day is coming up real fast, and it was suggested to me to do some Father's Day design. So I made some key tabs. They're quite large, but we'll sell. I think we're selling them in our Etsy store, and I think we'll be selling them on Facebook groups as well. We'll be doing a limited run of the chair with number 1 Dad and number 1 Pops on it, and that will be available only through the Etsy store. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I got, really. Today was good day. Mad respect. We ran really long today. We're like 45 minutes. And yeah, love you guys. Lots of luck, lots of love. Check out my Instagram, at the Free Heathen, at Maker Millwright. You'll have to find me on YouTube. It's kind of a pain. Check me out on Thangs, the Free Heathen Workshop. Check me out on Patreon, the Free Heathen Workshop, and check me out on Twitter at the Free Heathen. And lots of love, mad respect, and be safe out there, because if you die, who's gonna print all my stuff? I print all of it, but who else is? So be safe, lots of love, and tons of luck. And thanks for watching.